Hi everyone, just wanted to do a quick video on multi-screen setup and to show you how I trade most of the time and some of the things that you should be thinking about while you're setting up multi-monitors for your Forex trading. So first off, I'll share with you the setup that I have. This is one of my 3 computers that I've set up for trading. I do actually have 3 computers set up. I have one in this office. Well, I have 2 in this office, and a third one in my other room. Now, the other room happens to be the actual bedroom where I sleep, and I could always monitor things right near my bed. So it's got buzzers and things like that. You know, it's something that I built into the platform. So one of the things that you should be thinking about is how much are you going to be trading? How crazy are you about your trading? And if you're like me, obviously I developed my own platform, so it was important for me to have everything that's possible uh, to maximize profits, to squeeze pips out as much as I can. So my main setup obviously is at my desk, and I wanted to share with you how my desk is set up. First thing that you'll notice is that if you take a look at my desk, it's very clean. There's nothing around here. There's no noise around my environment. Okay, and this room that I got um, it's got everything that I need in terms of convenience. I have a mini fridge. I got an air conditioning unit and everything that you need to control your environment. That's really important because if you're hot or you're too cold, you're not going to be functioning properly while you're trading. So the setup of the environment is extremely important. Okay, now obviously this is also I do my broadcasting from here, so you'll see a couple of cameras. There's this one here, and the camera that you're seeing all these screens from. So there's a few things that I put together. Now, having said that, let's talk about what you should consider when you do your trades. Okay, now one of the things is obviously it depends what platform it is that you're using. And the one that I use obviously is the Trader's Hideout platform. It's the one that I developed. You're welcome to download it for free. The link is right on the top. You can see all the videos on the channel about why you should be trading with this platform. Well, first and foremost, I'm not a broker, so you should consider having a look at the reasons why you should trade. So let's go through the actual setup of what you would do on a normal trading session. If you're going to actually trade. So what you're seeing right now is the screen right here on the bottom right hand side. Okay, and the screen that you're seeing on the top left is actually the one that I'm using for broadcasting. You notice that altogether I have 6 monitors here. There's the 2 on the left side, the 2 in the middle, and then there is the 2 right here. Okay, and these I only use when the markets are really, really busy. Okay, when the markets are really, really crazy. So how should we set this up? Let me just bring this. There we go. Okay, so there's the actual 2 screens on the left, 2 screens in the middle, and then the other 2 on the right hand side. Okay, so how should you set these up? How should you place your charts, your screens, or whatever? So the first thing that we should look at is the amount of charts that you're going to have open. And what I would like to share with you is some of the tools that I use would be obviously the chart, okay, for whatever it might be. And what I'm doing right now is I'm dragging it to the top middle screen. Okay, and I also use something when I do my scalping. I use a tool called Clear View. Okay, and a clear view, a lot of people mistake it for level 2. It's not. Okay, it's something that has to do with friction levels, and it's very versatile in what it does. You could have a look at the YouTube videos on what Clearview actually does. Now, when I do my scalping, I do tend to use two charts. I use the 5 minutes and 15 minutes. Sometimes I go down to 2 minutes and 1 minute, depending, on what my needs are. So basically, what I have, let me just bring there you go. This is the actual top right hand side of the screen. Let me bring up the actual camera. There you go. Okay, so this screen that we're looking at right now, okay, is this screen right here on top of the initial screen that you saw. Okay, so what I got on here is a setup for the euro dollar. Okay, and what I have, when we have a look at this, I got the 15-minute chart right here. Okay, which I use a little bit. Now the thing is that it's also important to know on the platform they're using how fast do things change for you when you ask for it. For example, if I was to go from 15 minutes to 5 minutes, is it instantaneous? And in this case it is. And if I was to go to 1 minute, am I going to get the information right away? Now, if it's not, if it's something that's going to take a lot of time, for example, if I bring the 1 hour, it is fairly quick on this platform. But if your platform doesn't respond to you that quickly when you bring up charts, you might need to bring up a few charts. Okay, so what I normally do, okay, is I do set up the two charts, and let me just bring this up here, and I'll get rid of this. Okay, on the 50 minutes, I'm really only concerned about the last few. Obviously we got here like a saucer or whatever. Sorry, that's the 1 hour. Let me bring up the 50 minutes. Okay, so there's the 50 minutes right here. Okay, and I want to see, what's going on. And obviously the 5 minute, you might want to have like a 2 minute or a 1 minute or whatever. Now the most important part that I need all the time, okay, is my clear view. And my clear view is basically a tool that helps me determine the entries and the exits. Okay, so I have that in the middle, so I could always look and see what's going on. So I got my chart here. Let's bring up even the 2 minutes or something. 5 minutes, okay. There you go, 5 minutes. The other one was binary. Okay, so I could always have a quick look on what's going on. Now the other thing that I need, okay, is a setup for a buy and a sell. Now if you're like me and you do hedging a fair bit, okay, what I will have is an actual quick order screen for the buy and a quick order screen for the sell. Although, if depending on your platform, I don't know if you're allowed to have two order screens open at the same time. Most of them will not allow you. Okay, you need to create the order or cancel it and then go and do it, do another one. So the order entry is something really important because you want to have things set up. I could quickly change this from a buy to a sell or back to a buy. Okay, but when I do a lot of scalping, okay, I just have one for the sell and one for the buy. Look how compact that is. Okay, so there's my buy, there's my sell, and everything is set up properly right here. So I can trade really, really quickly on the euro dollar. Now this screen is all about the euro dollar, and the reason why I have it just for the euro dollar is because I want to know where the markets are going. Now the euro dollar is the best indicator they're going to have for the rest of their currencies. Okay, so what I have is the clear view that's showing me what's going on altogether for both the euro and the dollar. So I got the 15 minutes, 5 minutes, the clear view, and the order entry. Okay, now the other chart that I generally have on here, okay, is where is that? Just let me bring that up. Is the euro yen. Okay, now I use the euro yen mostly just for validation when I do cross currency hedging. Okay, so if you're from the States and you're not allowed to hedge on the same pair, you might want to have a look at cross currency hedging. So I do have the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes to try to see if something is leading or lagging, and I have that. Okay, now basically, let me go to the 4 screens so you can actually see what's going on here. Um, okay, there you go. So basically on, just make this up right here. Okay, so basically what we got right here at the top is these right here is that euro dollar. Okay, it's right in front of me. At the bottom, I got the actual setup for all the symbols, so I can clearly see all the current rates in real time. Okay, and obviously I can see all my positions, all my pending, my close positions, my radar report, so on and so forth. Again, depending on the platform they're using, you may not be able to even do multiple screens. Okay, most brokers will not allow you on their platform multiple screen. Everything is sort of in like one screen. You can't move anything, so that's really important when you create a lot of orders or you follow a lot of things. You want to make sure that your platform actually does give you the versatility to spread over all this real estate space on the screen, right? So so this is for the actual middle, what we've just done. Okay, now what you're seeing here is actually the broadcasting that I'm doing, and I normally have this side for the broadcasting. But when I'm not broadcasting, then we'll do the setup right here, and I'll show you what I normally do. Okay, so this is now the top left screen that we're going to be working on. Okay, I normally have the dollar yen. Okay, and again, it could be anything that you want. Okay, and if I'm scalping, then I'm also going to have the clear view for that. Okay, by the way, what we had before was the euro yen on this screen right here. You know, you could either put the euro yen or the dollar yen. The other thing that you could be doing is something like this, okay, where you have the 2 screens, okay, because we got these 2 screens right beside each other. We got the dollar yen on top and euro yen right under it on the top left, and on the right hand side I got the euro dollar, the 15-minute chart and 5-minute chart, and then the clear view and the orders. So the only thing that's left to do is to bring up the dollar yen or euro yen, clear view, okay, and I'll bring up both. Bring both the dollar yen and the euro yen. Okay, notice how my real estate is very, very logical. It's very logical. Okay, and the next thing that I would have, you know, again, if you're doing a lot of scalping, you probably have the order screens right here ready to go, because you're going to be looking for the setups for your for cross-currency arbitrage, right, where you start seeing things leading or lagging, and it's you're gonna try to capitalize on that for a couple of minutes or whatever if something is leading or lagging, right? So and when it comes to the quick order on this platform, because I can switch between one and the other, I'm pretty much set. I don't need to close anything. I could go from one side to the other very, very quickly. Okay, and that's really important to remember when you actually trade, is that you want to have all the order screens open at your fingertips, so you could create orders right away. okay, and you don't need to worry about having to close something and reopening it. Well, let me give you an example. Can your platform, if you just did a euro dollar buy, okay, what do you need to do in order to create a euro dollar sell? You need to either cancel or close, right? And let's say that you're working with effective stop loss or TPS sells. You're going to be doing all this manually. You should be looking at games that brokers play and platforms that make you lose money. It's a 5-part series that you should look at the videos that I put the 2 parts already. Have a look at those. That's really important stuff because that makes you lose money. Most of the time, the platforms and the brokers just give you the wrong tools or the wrong setups. Okay. If you are able to do a setup like I just did, I would like for you to do a video in response. Okay, and show me your platform doing that. Okay, because I've yet to see one platform that you can open up multiple order screens like we got right here. Okay, where you can have the buy and the sell and click between the one and the other if you want to do a hedge. Okay, so that's something that's really important. You just got to have that at your fingertips. Okay, and the last thing is, you could put up whatever charts it is that that you need to be working with. I generally have on this screen right here, I have my news feed. Okay, I get I look at what's going on. I take a look at if something happened, or I need to take a look at results that just came out. Bernanke was speaking and watching some live, some numbers that are coming out or whatever. Okay, so all that stuff is really important. And always you want to have at your fingertips, obviously, your portfolio, okay, which is right here. Let me just bring up 4 screens again. Okay, so I got all my quotes here and my portfolio here. I always know what's going on here. We got the euro dollar on top here. We got the dollar yen, euro yen. Obviously, if you need to set other things up, that's okay. If you need more real estate, just go ahead. Now, in terms of the way that I have things set up for resolutions, okay, I work with 1680 on the width at 1280. It depends on your monitors, what it is that you're using. And I have exactly the same thing. It's actually 1680 by 1280, but it's flipped. Okay, and it's really great if you're reading documents or you got a website open or something like that. Okay, so that's something to consider. I actually did have at one time 9 monitors, but looking at 9 monitors altogether, and I've been trading for many years. Looking at 9 monitors altogether, it's you actually need 4 eyes and not 2. Okay, and I'm used to seeing things move, and when the markets move, there's no way you could pay attention to 9 monitors. Okay, I find personally 6 is my limit. Perhaps yours is more. Now, which monitor should you be using? Well, that really depends on your actual card. The monitors that I use are LGs, and it's actually based on a USB hub, and they're daisy chained where you can have up to 9 monitors. So I went and I got 10 monitors. Why? Because I always use backup. Okay, and on my other computer, I have 4 monitors, and on this one 6. So if something happens, on this computer, everything I double up, because when it comes to when you're trading, you don't want to have downtime. So I got double ISPs, double internet providers. Okay, so if one goes down, I got the other one. And the other thing is, if my computer goes down, I have another one. I definitely have UPS, and everything is backed up. I have my own network here. Actually, I have a whole set of servers here that I use for processing. But again, I'm not the average trader. I'm a fairly heavy trader. So don't compare yourself, to others. Just look at what's right for you. The first thing when you want to pan out and scalp, and you're looking at many things at the same time, first go for the monitors. Your connection is generally not the issue. which is, here's the first issue. Make sure you got stop loss on everything. Okay, because if your internet goes down, at least you're covered. Okay, so that's really important, because then the brokers, things will close on their own, and you got your safeguards. Okay, so that's something really important, because if something happens, for example, 2 days ago, the whole GoDaddy environment went down. So for everyone that was hosting trading servers on there, they lost connections. And if you didn't have a stop loss, well, you could have lost a lot of money. So don't take chances, okay? Don't take chances. So here we are. We got this is basically what I look at most of the time is this left side. So I got the euro dollar on top here, okay, right here. Okay, and at the bottom I got the actual quotes and my portfolio. Okay, when I don't do live sessions, I do have a fair bit of trades open. And the other thing is this: what you're seeing right now is just one of my portfolios. I actually have 3 portfolios. Now here's the other thing: if you have multiple portfolios, this is my medium-sized portfolio, and what I'll bring up right now is my scalping portfolio, and I'll show you how to set up, or at least how I set up my multi-portfolio, because some trades end up being long-term or longer term than your scalps, right? So you need to be able to switch. So the way that I set things up is most of my trades are based on my long-term or medium and long-term. And now we'll go back to our 4 screens. And we'll just bring up here. Okay, and what we're looking at right now is, let me just get, there we go. Is that it? Nope, that's the wrong side. I got all these. Oh, let me bring this up. I'm sorry. File, screen region. Let me just add this up so you're able to see it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what you're seeing right now, also bring up the cam. What you're seeing here right now is this left screen, the bottom, because at the top we have the yen charts. And I'm setting up my other portfolio up here. Okay, now the actual quotes, here's the thing. The actual quotes I have from, bring up the other screen, file, and bring up the region. Okay, so what we got, and I'll just make this, there we go. So everything that I have on here, on the left side, okay, I actually have right here on the right side. Okay, now notice that for my scalping, my list is actually shorter than my normal list. Why? Because I don't need all those pairs. Okay, so that's something that you need to consider. If you have a couple of portfolios where one is for scalping and the other one is for something else, well, you should consider having a screen just for the scalping and the other screens that are all set up. Okay, so how does all this look, when it's all set up and the dust settles? Okay, it looks something like, and I'll just put this away, and I'll put the actual hand here. Okay, so what we got is, on the left side is my scalping. On the top here we got all the yen, the dollar yen, euro yen, where I could just switch the actual, the buy and the sell, and I could create orders. And on the right hand side top I got the euro dollar, all the information that I need so I can see where the market is going. And here I got, on the bottom right hand side, I got all the actual quotes and my portfolio for my medium portfolio. Now the other two screens, okay, they're still closed. Okay, I try not to use them. Only when the markets are really busy, okay, will I turn them on, and then I will switch things around. Okay. Again, for those of you who have a platform that is able to do what this one is, I'd like to see how you set up your multi-screen environment. Please do a video response on YouTube. It'd be great to see what you're doing, and you know, especially if you're able to do, you know, the order screens that you can do just like on here. Let me just okay. If you're able to do, you know, to just have two orders open. So, for example, if I was to, you can do multiple exits and things like that, and you could just switch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm actually going to create another order right now for the euro dollar. I need to create a hedge, and what I'm going to be doing is I'll just put this on here, and I'll share this with you. Okay, and notice what I got is something called a Submit Plus. And I'll share this screen with you. Okay. And when I click on the Submit Plus, you will actually see, okay, the two orders coming in, and there's the other two orders coming in. Okay, so there's my €4 dollar, and notice my screens, my order screens are still up. I clicked on something called the Submit Plus. Now this is really good if you're doing double up on your trades. Okay, so if your platform can do that, I'd really like to see your monitor setup. I doubt very much you have it, but if you do, I'd like to see it. Okay, and please do a video in response. So hopefully this information helps. I I I hope that I gave enough information. This is Mike Metherow for Traders Hideout. There is the link right here if you'd like to download the platform absolutely free. If you want to get a hold of me, plus Mike Metherow on Google Plus, or at Traders Hideout on Twitter. This is Mike Metherow for Traders Hideout. May the profits be with you, and put this video to good use. Bye for now.